Hi guys, so welcome back to yet another season quest in Magic Awaken. This one is called A Home in Hogsmeade, and it's the last day that this is available to play, and I have just been sick and busy this whole Christmas, and I know it's available from 12th of November, but I've waited for all the chapters to be released before I record them, because that's the easiest way to do it. But sadly I got sick. I tried to wait it out, but sadly it's not gone, and it disappears tomorrow, I think, or in 2 days. So I'm thinking, I have good energy right now. I have slept for some extra hours. Let's head into the story. And we're gonna visit Hogsmeade Village, it seems. Chapter 1, Found Family. Hogsmeade sparkles brightest during the holiday season. While enjoying a day of window shopping with your friends, a curious Kneasel leads you into an unexpected mystery. That animation, please. It's so gorgeous here.
Woohoo!
I love Hogsmeade this time of the year. Snow makes everything so festive.
Oh.
What are you talking about? It snows here most of the year. You're right. I suppose it's the decoration to bring out the holiday spirit then.
Hey!
Oh, Abigail. Speaking of holidays, I can't wait for ours to start. Oh, do you have big plans?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm going to do absolutely nothing for all of it. Ha, I will join you, in fact. I will take it further. I plan on forgetting everything I learned in divination this year. That shouldn't be too hard, seeing as how you slept through most of our lessons. Oh. I can't help it. The classroom is always so warm. It makes my head go all fuzzy. Well, all students think that. Come on, less chatting, more moving. What if they run out of chocoballs? Chocoballs. Oh, it's such a... Oh. Ooh. That's a pretty dress. Chocoballs, though. Is that what they called in English?
Hi.
Oh, honeydukes. I've been looking forward to this all week. She's doing a pirouette. Are you that happy, Abigail?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. My chocolate supply is distressingly low. What about you, Timberly? Fancy a treat? You go ahead. I have had more than my share of sweets lately.
Hey.
Suit yourself. Come on, give Abigail.
Come back here, Marlowe! Bad Kneasel!
What? Oh, he's so cute. He looks like my cat, but in Kneasel form. Is there also a tuxedo? Which means black. He's though pink on the chest. You're so cute. Why did you run up to
I
me?
thought we agreed no more mischief in public. What's gotten into you? I'm terribly sorry. Did Marlowe frighten you?
No, not at all. Quite the opposite. He's a lively one, very healthy and energetic.
Dot.
Hello?
Yes, sorry. It's just, I couldn't help but notice. Oh,
Are you Timberly?
Well, yes. Didn't realize I'd made a name for myself in Hogsmeade. Do I know you? Oh.
Oh, there you are. Are you sure you don't want to get something? They've got plenty of...
Hey.
Is there a problem, Timberly? Who's this?
no problem.
Actually, she didn't tell me her name. Let's try this again. Who are you?
My name is Glenna Golding. I'm your aunt.
What?
I'm sorry, this just comes as quite a shock. Are you sure we're related? No one ever mentioned I had a magical aunt.
Technically, I'm your great aunt. On your mother's side, through your grandmother.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. I honestly thought I was the only magical person in the family. I can't believe no one ever told me.
Yeah, why is that exactly?
They probably don't know. I only discovered the truth because I saw your photo in the Daily Prophet. You look remarkably like Tiburon, my father, in his school days.
You saw a photo and figured it out, huh? Just like that.
The photo got me curious, so I did a little digging. I used to work at the ministry and still have a few friends in records.
The trio.
Oh no, it's not what you think. I wasn't stalking you or anything. I'd written a letter, but never expected to run into you like this. Suppose I have Marlowe to thank for that. Congratulations, by the way, on winning the tournament. Very impressive. Hooray for Hogwarts!
Thanks.
Well, all this talking has left me quite parched. Time for some butterbeer. My treat. Be right back.
Is just gonna go get some for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think? I don't trust her. I mean, she got the ministry involved. She looked up some birth records and that's not exactly seizing the auroras on me. But it's still suspicious, her showing up out of the blue. I mean, if she's really family, that would be great, but if she's not, you need to be careful. So what do you think? Do you trust her? I'm not sure, actually.
I'm not sure yet, but I want to know more, whether she's really family or not.
It's best to be cautious in the beginning until, like, real proof has been recovered. What is it with these people's beautiful outfits? Look at that. I think it's the same one that I have, kinda, but... yeah, it's purple. So many pretty outfits. From this game, from having, like, 0 outfits that you only could buy in the store. It's like, I have been here from the beginning. It was nothing. I haven't paid for anything. I think I've paid once during one event, and that was not for this outfit though.
Oh, here we are. So, you must have questions.
A lot, actually. Let's see.
Did you contact my parents? No, not yet. I wasn't sure how comfortable they were with your abilities. I didn't want to intrude until I knew. Or the whole family knows about my magic. They think it's amazing.
A lot, actually. Let's see.
Did you talk to Granny? No, I was nervous about approaching her. I wasn't sure what she knew. Or if she'd be accepting of a sister she never knew. I'm sure she will be excited to meet you. She loves that I can do magic, and she loves meeting people.
A lot, actually.
Did you go to Hogwarts? I did, many, many years ago, in a faraway time known as the 1970s. Is this a joke for people? And they're like, what do you mean faraway time? My parents were born.
Would you like to come by
during
my
that year.
home?
Oh god.
I live just down the street.
Right now? Okay.
No.
That'd be lovely.
Never go to a stranger's home. Come on now.
Wonderful. Everyone's invited, of course.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, but I've got a potion to brew, very difficult. In fact, I should probably be going. Thanks for the participation. And I'm supposed to meet my father, but if you want me to come, Ghibli, I will. No, it's fine, Abigail. Say hello to your father for me. You shouldn't go alone, Ghibli. Sure, but I will just around the corner if you need me. Just whistle, you know, I will hear it. You know I will hear it. Something like that. Okay. She's following me. Okay, I'm a bit uneasy because I'm not sure about this. It could be just a crazy lady who is good at lying. I don't know. Let's hope it's something good. But let's be careful. Looks cozy.
I must have walked past this house a dozen times. I never imagined a relative was living inside.
Well, the world is a funny place, isn't it? Come on in.
Oh.
Oh, a ghost.
This the one you think looks like my grandson? I don't see it.
Who is he, though? Oh, his head almost
That was your
fell off.
great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Morven Merryweather.
I have a ghost relative? Wicked.
Yes, well, he's something. Now come on, I'll show you around.
Ooh. And the kitchen looks a bit like... there's the little Niesel.
It's not much, but it's home. And has been
Weasley's
for
home.
5 generations of Merryweathers,
Kitchen, though.
and now 2 Goldings. Sorry about that. It gets a bit messy in the kitchen. No house elves here, and I really should re-enchant this broom.
You should see our dormitory. It's always a mess. Oh, don't tell the house elves I said that. Oh, hello. Marlowe, isn't it?
That's right. If he likes you, that means you're family.
Marlowe. That's an interesting name.
Named after Philip Marlowe, the Private Eye. I love old Muggle detective novels. The Long Goodbye is one of my favourites.
Really? Even though there's no magic in them?
Yes, and thank Merlin for that. Do you know how boring those stories would be if the heroes all had wands? If Sherlock Holmes or Hercule Poirot had legilimency, there wouldn't be any investigations at all.
I suppose. Is that what you did at the Ministry? Investigate crimes?
Haha, no, nothing so dramatic. I worked in the Department of Magical Accidents and Catastrophes. Would you like to see a sample of my work? Let's see. Here we go.
Neighbour finds loose digits in garden after unfortunate hedge trimming accident. Digits?
My cover story for a bad bit of splinching. I wanted to plant a story about a serial killer on the loose, but my boss shot it down, said it would cause more panic than leaving it unexplained. Probably for the best, though. Muggles see trimming accident in the paper and won't give it a second thought.
Yes, probably. Do you still work at the Ministry?
No, not for a while. I took a leave of absence and never went back. Needed a change after my husband Shane died.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, is this his portrait?
Ah, yes it is. Off again on one of his adventures. I swear his portrait travels more than we ever did in life.
Well, then I'll look forward to meeting him when he returns.
Blasted strings! Always getting tangled. Where did I leave that string box? Ah! Blasted strings! Mom, have you seen my... Oh, you've got company.
Niall is quite talented. He's going to put on a show for the whole village. You should see his dolls in action. Show them, Niall. This is amazing.
There's a whole nother thing of what is written here. Niall, come say hello. This is your cousin Timberly. They are a student at Hogwarts.
Right, sure. Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Niall. Is that a puppet? I haven't seen one of those in ages.
It's a marionette, if you must know.
Niall is quite talented. He's going to put on a show for the whole village.
Yeah. It was...
They're puppets, Mom, and there's not going to be a show if I can't get the strings untangled.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I can help.
No, Mom, I can do it myself.
It's not a big deal, Niall.
I said I can do it myself!
Okay.
Fine. I really don't see what a big deal is. I'm sure once everyone sees how talented you are, no one will care that you're a squib.
That reaction.
Niall, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Please, don't be upset.
Mom, I can't believe you!
Just outing him like that. Okay.
I'm sorry. That's not the introduction to the family I'd hoped for.
It's all right. I understand all families have their challenges.
Yes, they do. Well, it's getting late. You should probably get back school.
I should, but I still have so many questions. Would it be all right if I visited again? Before the holiday, perhaps?
Please do. I'd be very happy to see you again.
Okay.
Thank you for finding me. I can't wait to get to know you better.
Thank you. Next time you come by, I'll let you in on some deep, dark family secrets. I know, Marlowe. I'll tell them, I promise. When they're ready to hear it.
Okay. So what now? Should we
That's the
follow
same
him?
entrance Abigail used to get to the Shrieking Shack. Why is Niall going there?
Ooh, shrieking okay.
I want a wand more powerful than any in existence! A wand worthy of one who has conquered death!
As you wish.
How come it's not moving anymore? What's happening?
Bloody hell, stupid puppets.
Don't you mean marionettes? Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
I enjoyed the show.
Haha, you'll be the only one.
Don't say that. I'm sure everyone's going to love it.
Not likely. They'll be expecting something magical, and when it's not, they'll just get bored.
I think people are going to appreciate your skill, which is magical in its own way.
I doubt it. Not in a traditional village like Hogsmeade. Most people around here don't think that way. They just see the strings and laugh when everything invariably goes wrong. It's just a puppet, right? What's so special about that?
Got the rats in the background.
Would you like to see how it works?
Yes, please.
Oh, with the strings. Did we think of the similars of them? Well, in just a few short hours, you found yourself embraced by a new family, a witch, a squib, a ghost, and of course the magnificent Marlowe. Was Aunt Glenna serious when she hinted at family secrets? Well, we will see. Head to above the castle. Why though? Chapter 2, no strings attached. It's your first Christmas with magical relatives. Excited to bond with everyone, you set your plans to do something for each of them. Okay, so that was just the intro to the chapter.
My Niall. Always so good with arts and crafts, just like your dad was, though I must admit you've got a much wilder imagination. Shane always stuck to the classics, stars and baubles, you know.
Yeah, Dad loved all the traditional Christmas tropes. Adored the stars.
And the woolly stockings by the fire. Right? Ah, there you are, just in time. Have you had breakfast yet? Niall and I baked a fresh batch of biscuits. There's warm milk too.
Sounds delicious, but I've already eaten at Hogwarts. Are you making decorations for the tree?
That's right. Niall's a dab hand at it too. Everything he makes is brilliant, even without magic.
Mom.
Always so modest, my boy. Go on, tell us what you're working on this year.
I was thinking of making another puppet. It's about the only thing I'm any good at. Well, I'm open to requests. It is your first Christmas with us.
Huh?
Thanks, Niall. Let's see. Puppet sounds great. We could hang it on the tree as a decoration.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Thanks. I'll think about it. Okay,
Pointless decorations again, is it? Can't believe it's that time of year already. Why have you stopped making those bunny baubles, boy? You used to make them every year. Said they were a symbol of magic for those who don't have it.
Who are you remembering me as this time, Morven? I've never made a bunny bauble in my life. But the imagery's actually pretty accurate. I might give it a go this year. Why don't you join us? It's a Golding family tradition to make all our Christmas decorations by hand.
What did it say? I didn't have time to read.
Oh, it's absolutely lovely. You've got some fierce competition, Niall. Now, if you wouldn't mind adding the topper...
You don't want to do it?
You're the student here. Probably need the practice. Besides, Niall was right. It is your first Christmas with us. I love Christmas. The sights, the smells, the sweets. Come Christmas, the whole house will smell like warm spices and brandy. Wait until you taste my figgy pudding.
My fig. Okay.
Balderdash! My dear, I've seen your recipe, and it contains neither figs nor enough brandy for my taste.
Hush, Morven. I told you yours is already starting to turn. It should be quite ripe come Christmas morning.
Oh, perhaps I should check on it.
You're making him a moldy pudding?
Call me old-fashioned, but I want everyone to be happy on Christmas, even if it stinks up the house.
I'm off. Don't wait up.
Niall? You're not going to stay? There's still a few ornaments left to hang, including your father's.
Dad made this when I was 5. I haven't seen it in years. It does a little dance whenever music plays.
Oh no, don't worry, Niall, I can fix it.
I said no, Mum. Why won't you listen to me?
I'm just trying to help, Niall. I don't know why you won't let me do something nice for you. Are you that mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
Why would he be?
Huh?
I have to go.
Shane was much better at this, at communicating. He always knew the right thing to say.
It must be hard without him around.
Very. We're trying. But Niall spent so much time away at school, sometimes we have a hard time connecting.
You sent him to a muggle school?
Yes. He wanted to go, and Shane and I thought it was best for him. It can be hard, living in a magical community. Not all wizards are kind to squibs.
Have you talked to Niall about it?
I've tried to. He says he gets on well enough, but he doesn't tell me everything. I offered to help with his show, but he didn't like the idea. No magic, he said. Or maybe just not his mum's magic. Sometimes it feels like he's shutting me out. Like I'm losing him.
Oh, Glenna.
Sorry. This old witch worries too much sometimes. I hope it's not a bother to you.
I love spending time here at Ghana. I've never had magical relatives, but I feel at home with you, Niall and Morvin sometimes.
Thank you. I just wish I'd found you sooner.
It's not too late at all. We've got Christmas together now, haven't we?
Of course. Speaking of Christmas, have you seen the decorations in Hogsmeade this year? I hear they're especially grand.
Sam Marlowe, Aunt Glenna will be worried. Hey, come back. I know you heard me. Where are you running off to anyway? Where are you going, Marlowe? To the Shrieking Shack? Did you bring me here on purpose, Marlowe? Niall was practicing here just the other day. Perhaps he's on his side now. Freaking hole. Yeah, he's here with a bunch of puppets.
Hello, cousin. Come to watch me wallow in failure, have you?
No. Should I leave?
Stay. It's fine. Have a seat.
Sorry, but I have to ask. Why do you come here? The Shrieking Shack is not the most friendly place in Hogsmeade.
It's quiet. Gives me a place to think where no one will judge me. Plus, all the ghosts make an excellent captive audience.
Right. I think that's just a rumor. But I'm glad you've got somewhere to practice your passion.
A passion? For puppetry? That sounds about right. I do like bringing them to life with just my hands and some string. I saw a show at school. A Punch and Judy, they called it. Loved it. Made my first puppet the same day and never looked back. Not really. I watched a lot of puppet shows and practiced a lot. Basically, I taught myself. Lots of tangled strings, believe me. A few, but just for Muggle audiences. They went well enough. Mostly just fairy tale stuff. I tried one of the wizarding fables Dad used to read me, but it didn't go over so well. Wizards aren't usually the heroes in Muggle fairy tales.
No, they're mostly like the vice side character. Did you make all this too? Most of them. Dad helped a lot, actually.
I'm sorry. You must really miss him.
Yeah. He was supportive of whatever I wanted to do. He didn't care at all that I couldn't do magic. But he also didn't try to hide it from me, like my suitcase. Dad put an extension charm on it, so I could carry everything with me.
Just like
Oh,
Newt.
and that's okay?
Why wouldn't it be? Just because I'm a squib doesn't mean I can't use something magical. I'm not afraid of magic, you know?
These are from a wizarding story, aren't they?
Yeah, those are the brothers from The Three Brothers by Beadle the Bard.
Oh.
That's the show I want to do, if the locals will let me. Have you heard of the story, by the way?
Of course. It's about 3 wizards who used magic to cross a treacherous river.
Oh,
Death,
yeah.
feeling cheated, confronted them and offered each a reward
Like the
to
brothers
disguise
didn't
his
look
true
like that,
intent.
But of course, the reward was to disguise his true intent of claiming them later. Each brother's fate was sealed, depending on the reward they chose.
Yep.
If I could just add magic to the show... Wait, you were here. You could make the strings invisible, or add some fireworks, or make Death's eyes glow.
I really don't think it'll need that. Your skills are impressive enough, Niall. And I'm sure once people see them in action...
Yeah, they'll be amazed. You sound just like Mum. But they won't be amazed without magic. So, you'll do it? I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm planning on leaving the village soon. This might be one of my last shows here. Well, for a lot of reasons. For one, a show without magic doesn't really stand a chance in a wizarding village. Even if Mum and my cousin think it's impressive.
Yeah, and I think you will be more comfortable in a Muggle village.
So, will you help?
I would be, I think. And then visit my mom and such, yeah. Yeah. Yes, of course. Or course. Whatever your already brilliant show needs.
Excellent! This is going to be the best show!
Yes, it's definitely going to be something.
Why are you so weird, Kimberly?
I want the power to recall others from death. This stone will do as you wish.
Oh, Niall, it's so wonderful. I love it.
Thanks,
Oh,
Mum.
we got sound for you clapping.
It's so alive and beautiful and passionate, and you, Niall, you're so talented. It's more impressive than any magic.
Okay, calm down now, Glenna.
Though I did notice you haven't trimmed your nails in a while, and your hair. It's getting a bit long. I could fix it for you.
Mum, you were supposed to be watching the show, not me. See? I told you no one in this family actually pays attention.
Of course I was paying attention. It was just lovely. All those puppets, you made them, didn't you? I knew you could do it, Niall. But you'd handle them better if you just trimmed your nails.
Okay, Glenna.
Mum?
And I couldn't help notice a touch of magic in the show as well.
Oh, not really. Niall's artistry is so impressive already. It doesn't need much.
No. What it needs is more magic. Lots more.
Are you
Yes,
sure?
absolutely. People are going to love it.
I can help. 2 wands are better than 1, right?
No, I think we're fine as is. I don't want things to get too complicated. You understand, right?
This is your show. You should do what you want. But maybe I could help promote it, if that's all right.
Sure. You could make a flyer or something. I'm going to go work on the third brother. I want to get his character just right.
Oh, Niall. And don't forget to trim your nails and tidy up your hair.
Jesus. Glenna, you need to calm down.
Thank you. I haven't seen Niall this happy in weeks.
I think his confidence just needed a boost. He really is very talented.
I know.
Foolishness, if you ask me.
Morven, please don't start.
It's absurd, is what it is. Outsmarting death.
But that's the moral of the story, isn't it? That any attempt to put off death is doomed from the start.
Hey? I don't know from morals, but folks will start getting ideas, thinking they can live beyond their years, thinking they can cheat death.
Really like the voice actor for Morven.
But you're, you know, a ghost?
Don't bother, dear. Irony is not in Morven's wheelhouse.
I think people are going to love it. Niall's very talented.
Is he? Figured he might be overreaching. Wouldn't be the first squib. Always trying to prove themselves.
Really charming angle there on him.
I feel sorry for whomever Morven encounters next. They're going to get an earful of his awfulness.
Is he always this angry?
Well, ghosts can't really change, can they? They're just an imprint of who they were when they lived. Morven comes from a time when being a squib meant living on the fringes, at best. Many were cast out, estranged even from family. It's better now. Not perfect, but better.
That explains why he's always a bit harsh with Niall, even if he doesn't mean it.
Morven's always rather grumpy. Coming from such a different time doesn't help either.
And he comes back.
How dare you? How dare you speak ill of the greatest Merryweather to live under this roof?
I did no such thing. I only mentioned that Dad, like you, Morven, was a product of his time, and times change.
Perhaps if you spent more time celebrating your ancestors and less time talking to an empty picture frame, you'd understand.
Get out! I don't want to see you right now!
No, I don't think I will. This is my house.
Mom, are you okay?
Come on, Morven. You know how Mum gets around the holidays. Don't be so daft.
Daft? Daft! Of all the... My boy, you do not know your place.
I'm pretty sure it's between you and Mum.
Sorry about all the family drama. No
You
worries.
mentioned this time of year being difficult. Is that because of your dad?
Yeah, he died right before Christmas. Adds a bit of sadness to the holiday.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. I wish Mum would get out more. Meet some new people. Well, the right kind of people, I mean.
The right kind of people? What does that mean?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I just mean more people like you. She's actually been better since she met you.
Is it meaning something else?
Really? I'm glad. And I can't wait to introduce her to my side of the family. Speaking of, I need to get back to school so I can start packing.
That's okay. I need to work on the puppets anyway. Don't forget to work on your spells and incantations and whatever. I want some special magic for the show.
Right. Okay. I'll see what I can come up with.
It's very interesting little season story.
Put on a puppet show, cheer up Aunt Glenna, introduce the family. That's a lot to do before Christmas.
Yeah. Certainly is. Why is he laughing? Oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means one should exercise caution prior so freely making promises, especially to new family.
I guess I'm just more trusting than some people. Or ghosts.
You don't know the first thing about trust, or this family. I could teach you a thing or two. Oh, the stories I could tell.
Great. I think that's a fine idea.
What is?
You teaching me about my new family. I accept your offer.
What? I haven't the time nor the inclination to do any such thing.
But
Now I must be going. I have business in town to attend to in town. Good day.
I have business in town to attend to in town. Good day.
Well, I guess I can try to add story time with Morven to the list. I just hope I have enough time.
But he doesn't have time for you. So what are you saying? Now's previous performance was a sight to behold, but tensions are rising within the family. You can't help but worry about the moments Aunt Glenna learns of Niall's departure. Yeah. Seems sensitive, as they said around Christmas. And I have a lot of achievements. Nice. Okay, we're gonna talk to our friends in the Great Hall. We're gonna ask them for advice. Chapter 3, Ghostly Grievances. Eager for answers from more when you return to the Golden House. No, I don't. I talk to my friends first. All I'm saying is that you seem to be spending a lot of time with this new family of yours.
Huh?
And what's wrong with that? Nothing. Except now you're talking about following a ghost around Hogsmeade just to hear his stories. That's weird. It's not weird. I want to hear what Morven has to say about the family so I can help Aunt Glenna and cousin Niall. Maybe help Morven too. I think it's wonderful what you do in Tivoli, but don't forget that ghosts tend to be rather, well, self-focused. I will keep that in mind.
I don't like it. They're taking advantage of you.
Nobody's taking advantage of me, Abigail. And even if they were, they're my family, which means they're allowed. To a certain extent, at least. Yeah.
I get that. I do. Believe me, I know what it means to reunite with long-lost family. But this is family you barely know.
Which is why I'm doing this. I want to get to know them better. Well, I think you're doing the right thing. One should always support family, even if they are challenging. Thanks, Lottie. And that reminds me, Night show is tonight, and you all promised to come. Don't forget.
Huh?
Did I? I mean, puppets, isn't that a little childish? They're amazing, Daniel. And yes, you did promise. You better be there. Fine, I will be there. I mean, me too. I think puppets are wonderful. It's really amazing what some artists can do with just a little wood and string. Thanks, everyone. That means a lot. I need to get going. I'm hoping to catch Morven before he starts his daily runs of Hogsmeade. Wish me luck. Be careful. We will see you in Hogsmeade. I will. I don't think anything dangerous can come from stalking a ghost in Hogsmeade, but I will be careful. Maybe if he goes into some like dark part of Hogsmeade, but I don't know if that exists even. Can I talk to the kitty? The fire is still burning. Marlowe's meows.
Hi, Marlowe. Where is everyone? Hello? Aunt Glenna?
Where are they?
Niall and Morven aren't here either, by the looks of it. But Marlowe's his usual self.
It's so cute. Help. Oh, you knocked them over? Just now or before?
His usual mischievous self. Stop that, Marlowe. You're making a mess.
He's so cute.
Did you shred whatever that was? Well, I'd better clean it up before Aunt Glenna skips your treats today. Wait, not me posters, but that means... Did something happen to Aunt Glenna? No
What?
damage other than what Marlowe caused. No sign of a break-in. It's almost like these posters were hidden here deliberately.
Is this how you're gonna tell me, like a shock thing? Oh. Are you one of the members? Oof. Jesus.
Aunt Glenna?
Ah, come on. Are you... You knew that was Aunt Glenna.
What are you
Or she
doing with the
took
Not
off
Me
the
mask?
mask.
So you recognize it? That'll make things easier to explain.
Of course I do. Wait, are you?
Yes, love. I know Not Me isn't exactly the most reputable group around, but if you're willing, I can explain.
Yeah, well, you certainly have to. Why?
I've always worried about Niall. People may not openly discriminate against squibs anymore, but I've seen the way it eats at him. And it'll be like this for the rest of his life, unless something changes.
You joined because of Niall?
Yes. When I learned about Not Me's message, about how they want to share magic with muggles, it felt like the right thing to do.
I don't think I can trust Not Me, or Elliot Evers. He's been nothing but trouble for me and my friends.
It's been so hard for Niall, living between two worlds. But if everyone knew about magic, if everyone shared it, I know he wouldn't feel so alone.
You can't really share it. It's too dangerous, in my opinion.
I believe you did all of this out of love, Aunt Glenna, but...
Look, I'm not asking you to agree with Not Me or join them. I just want you to understand why I'm involved, why I believe in this. I'm so glad to have you in my life. I hope you feel the same way and can accept me for who I am. That's all I'm asking.
And I will, Aunt Glenna. It's just... I think there are better ways to help Niall. Maybe your worry for him is getting in the way of truly understanding him.
Yeah, in my opinion, yes.
I've tried talking to him, tried
Nice,
getting
how it is.
closer. But whenever we spoke, it felt like he was shutting me out. He didn't even want my help with his show.
Well, maybe what Niall needs isn't the kind of help you're offering, Aunt Glenna. He doesn't need help with things he's already great at. Niall's passionate about his puppet show. He wants you to care about it too. About what he's doing, not just about him. Instead of offering to fix his hair and nails, why not focus on the show itself? Watch it. Talk to him about it, not about him. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Like, you could talk about the characters.
Oh, the
Despite
older
the family
generations.
resemblance, I can really tell the three brothers apart. The character work was spot on. Or comment on the plot. That last twist was brilliant. A clever change from the original story. Kept me on the edge of my seat.
I see. I understand now. If I talk like that, Niall will see that I actually understand his show. Thank you. I'll start practicing straight away.
Okay. And here he comes. You tell us now, Morven.
Who's there? Oh, it's you again. I hope you're not intending to move in.
No, Morven, but I thought I'd take you up on your offer.
My offer? To do what exactly?
To join you on your daily tour of Hogsmeade. You promised to share a few stories about the Merryweather family. You didn't forget, did you?
No, of course not. Perish the thought. The Merryweather name has a long and glorious history. It's natural you'd want to hear it. Anyone would.
Wonderful. Shall we go then?
Fine. I shall allow your company. Just this once. And
Oh, Timberly is so good at
What was your name again?
getting what you want. Timberly, remember? Elena Golding is my granddaughter. She lives here with you and her son Niall.
Yes, I knew that. Do you think I don't recognize my own home? I built it years ago now. Must be. I'm not sure.
Aunt Glenna said you died more than 200 years ago. That's a long time to be haunting the same house.
Someone has to keep a watchful eye on the family. Don't want any bad eggs to sully the Merryweather name. Now come along. I've business to attend to.
What was that sticking out of his nose? Was it his tongue? Somehow?
It's changed so much, and not for the better. So many new businesses, so much expansion. It's a wonder we haven't been found out by the Muggles. What will all the noise?
I thought most of the shops in town were quite old.
To you, maybe. To me, they may as well have opened yesterday. And the people. So many new faces. And not all of them friendly, you know?
Some of these shops have been around for decades. It seems like Morven's memories are all mixed up.
Where's it going? To the tea shop? Oh, Hufflepuff Pride. That's the cool thing about I think that it comes with the outfit. Or is it a wand? I think it's the outfit, yeah. Peppermint tea screams Christmas. Oh. She'll try it next Christmas. I can do it any day.
We had
actually.
a lovely cup of tea at Madame Puddifoot's. Well, I did. Morven said it wasn't strong enough, of course.
I mean, what do you mean strong enough tea? What the heck? Fellow student? I'm a fellow student? What does this text mean? Oh, we just teleported here.
We stopped in at Honeyduke so Morven could admire the cakes and candies. Apparently he had quite a sweet tooth in his day. He claims he can almost smell the peppermint. Morven demanded a refund on a quill he bought at Scrivenshaft's. Not surprisingly, when she declined since the quill was purchased 2 centuries ago.
At the end of the afternoon, you feel a little closer to Morven. Ah. How do you think we're gonna have time to read our text? It's like 4 seconds or 3 seconds. Ugh.
Hogsmeade Cemetery. I've never been here before. Wait, are you buried here?
Just up ahead. I told the family they needn't bother as I was sure to awaken at any moment. They went ahead with it anyway.
It seems abandoned. Do you need help cleaning it off? Or do you want to keep it like this?
Suit yourself. I wouldn't care either way.
Scourgify.
Let's see. It says, "Here lies Morven Merryweather, beloved by all who knew him as the wizard we wished he was." Oh, that's...
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely, but you're a squib too.
Sure, I guess so.
It's Aunt Glenna's father, isn't it? The one she said I resemble.
Ah, yes. Here lies a Merryweather to be proud of, gone far too soon. He got on well with my son. Tiburon was one of the few Merryweathers who didn't look down on those without magic. Probably why he ended up marrying a muggle.
Huh?
I remember your great-grandmother. She was a lovely woman, kind, thoughtful, and fearless, as I recall. The fact that she was a muggle only made her more impressive.
I'm sorry, I thought...
You thought I was some old incorrigible fool who hates all muggles, didn't you? Well, I may be old, but I'm far from bitter.
It's just that your time was one when wizards despised squibs.
I'd say it was a time when wizards and squibs despised each other.
You're right. I read about the witch hunts in History of Magic. They were awful.
If you'd like, I can tell you more about those days, though.
Gosh, now I have a dozen new questions to ask. Where to begin?
Though perhaps another time. We have a performance to attend, do we not? That lad's got more than enough determination. And the famous Merryweather courage, mind you. To put on a non-magical show in a place like Hogsmeade. For his mother's sake, I hope it goes well.
Niall's show! Oh no, we're late! And I promised to add some magic. Come on, let's go!
You better rush. Niall sounds familiar.
Go where? Who are you? And why are you trespassing on the Merryweather grave?
Well, at least his memory is hauntingly bad. I gotta go. Maybe I can still catch the second half of the show if I hurry.
You can see Aberforth in the background with this big butterbeer. Oh, is he standing here?
I want a wand more powerful than any in existence. A wand worthy of one who has conquered death. As you wish. I want the power to recall others from death. This stone will do as you wish. I ask only for a cloak, one that will allow me to travel from place to place without being followed, by the likes of you. Ah, I see. Very clever, young wizard.
Okay. This is weird,
Glacius.
but I'm go for it.
Here goes nothing.
Acromental venom.
Inflatus.
I guess we have to have some kind of battle in the story. I don't know. He's not even attacking, is he?
Stupefy.
Yeah, he is. Okay. But that's aim. Oh, come on. Okay. I didn't even know I had it. I didn't even see it.
Acromental venom.
All right, here goes nothing. Nimbus 2000.
Ah, I see.
Acromental.
Expulso. The witch snowballs. Witch snowballs. Inflatus. Just another sound. Expulso. Expelliarmus. Brilliant. Just another sound. Inflatus. No.
Acromental. Acromental.
Oh, this isn't what the book said. The witch snowballs. No. Nimbus. Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Incendio.
Inflatus. Supervise.
Incendio.
Supervise. Expulso. Archwonders.
Impregnal.
Archwonders. Inflatus. Nimbus 2000. Expelliarmus. Supervise.
Oh, Jesus. My god. That was hard. I had to use a guide. I'm gonna link the video down below.
It was
on
power overwhelming,
channel. It's
undefeated
amazing.
in
She helps
battle.
me out in all this stuff.
Yet I lived in fear. Each breath a curse. Never at ease. Never truly free. I called her back from the dead, yet her soul remained beyond reach. My beloved, your eyes, as cold and distant as stone. What love can thrive in such a hollow shell?
Yeah, we heard the
It
story.
has been far too long, my old friend. At last, I greet you willingly. You face me now, yet passed your gift on to your children. Do you think they can escape me as you did? No, my friend. Not to escape. I wished only for them to live. To live with hope, not fear.
Nothing lost forever, nothing but death itself.
Come, it is time. Your journey has long been complete.
Okay, so what do everyone think?
Everything turned out fine. They love it.
Brilliant! I knew they would.
I loved it. Me too. You're an amazing artist, Niall. I wish I could make my paintings move like your puppets. They are so full of life.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Yeah, it was pretty cool for a puppet show.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It was neat. I liked Death when caught up to the brothers. Got what they deserved, didn't they?
Yes. Thanks, I think.
Okay, they're going back to Hogwarts.
Aunt Glenna, did you want to say something to Niall too?
Despite the family resemblance, I can really tell the three brothers apart. The character work was spot on.
That's it. You're doing great.
Wow, you've actually watched the show, haven't you? I'm really glad, Mum.
That last twist was brilliant. A clever change from the original story. Kept me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, can't believe it's actually working.
Strings? No magic?
You did that without magic?
Yes, all of it.
That's incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Look at them, all applauding my Niall. He'll be part of the community in no time.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for coming to my son's show. A round of drinks for everyone.
Mum, stop. It's okay.
What? What is happening? What are you doing? Crazy ghost. Oh god, you're not supposed to go there.
That old Morven always knows how to mess things up, doesn't he?
I don't see how you're much better, Mum. In fact.
Hey, Niall. Did you see their faces? They really loved it. All of them.
I know. Thank you.
Let's go home, shall we? I'll have a word with Morven. Smooth things over. I'll make sure everything's all right.
No, I don't think I should go. Not home, and not with you. I'll never get anywhere if I just stay here. I'm leaving, Mum. I'm leaving Hogsmeade.
Well, isn't he old enough to move out too? Nice puppet show was triumph. Well, almost. Now it's up to you to keep the peace as mother and son come to blows. I thought that was the final, like, battle thing. I thought that this was the end. Chapter 4, Familiar Faces. Determined to keep this from being the family's last Christmas together, you set to uncover the truth behind Niall's departure. Isn't it just that he wants change and stuff? Oh no,
Niall,
black
how
table.
can you leave here? Leave me?
It'll be better this way, Mum. Trust me.
Niall's going to be alright, Aunt Glenna. You saw how well he did out there. And besides, he'll come back now and then to visit, won't you, Niall?
No, I don't think I will.
What? Why not?
When are you leaving then? If you're even willing to tell me that?
Not today. Not during Christmas.
All right. At least we'll still have Christmas dinner together. The four of us.
What are your plans after leaving, Niall?
I'm taking my show on the road. I'll probably stick with the tale of the three brothers for now. But I'm thinking about doing the Battle of Hogwarts next. I haven't properly thanked you yet. You believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself. Thank you.
I think the Battle of Hogwarts is a bit too fresh to do
You're welcome.
just yet,
But it wasn't just
in
for
my
me.
opinion.
Your mom was just as supportive. If it wasn't for her, well, are you sure you want to leave?
You just don't get it. I have to go.
Wait, is that why you're leaving? Because your mom joined, not me?
So, you already found out?
Okay, yeah.
I'm surprised you're still willing to talk to us after that.
I think that was the
But
reason.
no, that's not the reason I'm leaving. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm just not sure if I want to talk about it yet.
Niall, what are you hiding?
Yeah. If it's not me, that is the reason, then what could it be? Trying to
I
think.
talked to Niall, Aunt Glenna. He's still not changing his mind, but it feels like there's something more beneath all that anger. He's holding something back, but he's not ready to talk about it.
Thank you. Could you try to convince him to stay? I just don't think it's a good idea for a squib to be travelling alone between wizarding communities. Some of them, well, they're even more traditional than Hogsmeade.
I'll do my best. By the way, dinner's looking fantastic. Do you need any help?
If there's one thing I'm confident in, it's my famous roast goose dinner. But could you fetch Morven? He's probably in the graveyard by now. I know it's silly, but I like to have him home for dinner, even if he can't enjoy the food.
Well, if there's anything I'm confident in, it's running errands like this. Leave it to me.
We certainly are.
I know you, don't I? You're Glenna's child.
I see. You can't really remember Niall. Is that why you're always so rude to him?
Niall. Yes, Niall. He reminds me of my own son. He was a squib as well. Terrible thing to be a squib. You're not saying anything, but I know that look. Disdain, is it? But you're too polite to speak it aloud. I've seen that look many times before.
I'm agreeing to disagree. People don't see squibs the same way anymore, you know? And you likely can't help it. Being unkind to squibs was the way of things in your time.
Yes, unkind indeed. It was how everyone treated them.
That included your son, didn't it? You weren't a kind father to him.
My son. Yes. I pushed him away, deliberately. He had no magic, not even a record in the Book of Admittance. My son, a proud Merryweather, was destined to be overlooked in the wizarding world. So I did what I thought was best. Pulled strings arranged for him to live among muggles. I thought he'd thrive there, but the boy was stubborn. He refused to go. His family was here, he said. Hogsmeade was home, until I made him leave.
Hogsmeade is a wizarding village, after all.
Indeed, one steeped in tradition. I saw him teased, bullied, ignored day after day.
So, being unkind to him was your way of
trying to push him away, to make him leave. I thought I was helping him, so he might live more easily elsewhere. I truly believe non-magic folks can find a better life amongst muggles.
But did your son?
I don't know. I hope he found a fulfilling life wherever he ended up. I never saw him again after he left. Wait, I think he's gone now, isn't he? It's been centuries, hasn't it? I suppose I'll never get the chance to ask him myself. Only witches and wizards can become ghosts, after all. This was the spot I saved for him. Always hoped he'd come home one day. I even thought of an epitaph for him. Here lies the only squib in town. Loved and never forgotten. Had plans to carve something else, too. His favorite animal. What was it again? A rat? A kneazle? Ah, that's it. A bunny. He always said it was a symbol of magic for those who don't have it.
I suppose that's why you act the way you do around an isle.
I suppose it is. Though sometimes I think I mistake him for my son. The same stubbornness, the same talent. He's a good lad.
Is that why Niall is leaving? Because you've been telling him to.
Of course not. Niall doesn't listen to me. If he did, I would tell him to stay.
What? You don't think he'd be better off with non-magic folk like himself?
No. No, this will not do. Look the state of my headstone. Where is that caretaker? I'd have a word with him.
I'm sorry, Morven. I haven't seen him. But Aunt Glenna wanted me to remind you not to miss dinner.
Dinner? Is that all you think about? If you can't even fend for yourself in Hogsmeade, perhaps you shouldn't be here.
Morven, I'm not Niall, or your son. Do you even remember me? Glenna's my great-aunt.
Glenna? That name sounds familiar. But yours, I'm afraid, doesn't ring a bell. Now, where has that boy wandered off to?
I guess you can't help it, can you? Dinner at the Merryweather house. Don't forget.
Ah, yes. Right. Wouldn't miss it.
Meow.
What is it, Marlowe? Is something wrong?
So cute, little kitty. Jesus, like, this game constantly surprises me in the story. It's like, even if it's just a side story, or if it's a season, it's not even a main one. I feel like they will really put down time to make characters, even though we only get to know them for 4 chapters. Like, they make an impact, they stay in your mind, and the Fat Friar, can you stop pacing? God damn it. I used to really like the music, the characters. It really feels like people who actually care about the game is working on it right now. It just keeps growing, and I hope it continues this way. I know it's a gacha game, but when it's about the story, they are doing it very well. Sadly, it's hard to level and all that, but I'm trying. I really enjoyed the story part of this game. Let's head to the Golden House for Christmas dinner.
Oh no!
Don't just stand there. Get out that magic stick of yours and do something.
Me? What about your mother?
Aguamenti!
Oh, Jesus.
What happened?
I was making cinnamon applesauce. It goes so well with my roast goose, but my wand wouldn't stir properly. Time was running out, and I got so frustrated. Before I knew it, everything exploded. The pots, the dishes, everything went flying. And now, my wand has stopped working entirely. What am I supposed to do? Scourgify! Scourgify! Why does everything have to go wrong at Christmas?
What is wrong with the wand?
And there goes her magic. Boom! Just like that. Gone!
Enough, Morven. Just stop.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what does he mean?
Mum, your magic didn't vanish today. It's been coming in fits ever since Dad passed. Morven and I have talked about it plenty. Even Marlowe's probably noticed something's off.
You knew? But how? I wasn't even sure myself.
Of course I knew, Mum. Who do you think's been cleaning up? Because it sure hasn't been that scouring charm of yours. It's terrible.
You've been covering for me and you didn't say a word. Why?
Because you're my mum.
So that's why you didn't want my help with your hair? Or the show? And why my Shane hasn't returned to me? He probably never will, because I took that photo, and the magic is gone. And thank you for putting the topper on the tree. Merlin's beard. I probably can't even manage a proper levitation charm anymore.
You're welcome, Aunt Glenna.
Is that why you wanted to leave, Niall?
I can feel it. Every time you look at me, you see Dad. It's time to move on, Mum. You have to let him go. I know what it's like to be without magic when everyone else around you has it. I didn't want you to feel that pain.
Have you ever considered that it's not a pain for me, Niall? I thought you needed my protection, and you thought I needed yours. Shane and I, we read so many Muggle books after we learnt you were a squib. Muggles have their own wonderful ways of solving problems, and I don't believe they're any less than magic.
But what will the villagers think when they find out that you've lost your...
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I've seen how they reacted to your show. Times have changed, Niall. And even if they hadn't, I'll always be supported by one thing. My love for you. And for Shane. But you're right. My grief has me turned inside out, and it's time I moved on. I've tried, but I miss him. I miss him so much.
So do I, Mum.
I know. But leaving isn't going to ease my heartbreak.
Oh,
It's
good
certainly not going
invasion.
to
I've
magically
never
restore
seen that
my
before.
ability to
That's a
conjure a proper
proper
cleaning
one.
spell. It's going to take time, Niall. Time to heal my heart, and I will. I promise. But I understand if you want to go for yourself, just
Yeah,
not
that
for me.
clapping is for the animation,
You have
actually.
to live your life on your own terms. I won't ever hold you back.
You better come back and visit once in a while. You hear?
Are you crying, Morven?
Huh? No! There must be dust in my eyes.
Niall, I can't believe this is the secret you were hiding all along. You did it to protect Aunt Glenna.
Yeah. Is that so hard to believe? I love her. I'd do anything for her. And she'd do anything for me.
All right. It's about time I embrace the challenges of making a meal without magic, but I'm not doing it alone.
I'll prep the goose!
I'll chop the veggies.
And I shall supervise.
Aw.
Woohoo!
Finally, it's time to open gifts. Thank you for having me, everyone. It's just so wonderful to share Christmas with my new family.
I feel the same way, dear. It's been lovely getting to know you these past weeks, but you didn't have to bring gifts.
Of course I did. Go on, open it.
All right, let's see. Oh, is this the new Kayla mystery? I don't have that one yet.
Oh,
Good, I wasn't sure, but there's more in the box.
Oh my. It's you and my sister. It's lovely. Thank you so much.
Alright, now it's your turn.
Wow. The history of puppetry in Great Britain. And look at all the
Wow.
photos. Amazing. Thanks.
Look at all the photos. Amazing. Thanks, Timberlake.
mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Maybe someday your puppets will end up in a book like this.
Maybe.
All right, your turn.
Oh,
An album. Let's see. Aunt Glenna, is that you in your younger days? What an amazing outfit. And are those my relatives from the Wizarding World? Is that you as a baby, Niall? I had no idea you were so adorable.
thank you. Thank you both. I'll cherish them.
And this is for you, Niall.
Mum, what's this? Is this flu powder?
If you're ever homesick or just want to visit, use it. I'll pull a few strings and have the fireplace hooked up to the flu network first thing tomorrow.
But this is a huge bag of flu powder. It'd probably last half a year, even if I used it every day.
Well, you don't have to come back that often. Once or twice a week will do.
Mum, I haven't even left yet.
With all that powder, Niall, you'll be back here more than you actually leave.
Meow.
Maybe I'll visit you from time to time too, Niall.
What if there's no fireplace where I'm staying?
I guess I'll just have to get better and apparate there.
Mum,
I know it hasn't been easy for you, Niall, covering for me all this time. But I'm going to try harder. I'll get better. I promise.
Maybe you could practice with me, Aunt Glenna. Professor Flitwick's been teaching us some of the toughest spells.
Ahem! I've been waiting patiently over here. And let me tell you, my patience has worn quite thin. You haven't forgotten about my presence, have you now?
No. But I think Merlo has eaten a bit of it. He's gonna be bad in the stomach. The end. You see a family rebuilding and rebalancing itself after a great loss. You see Thea smiles and a newfound sense of purpose. Above all, you see love. And love is the most powerful magic of all. It's cheesy, but that's how it is. It's a really cozy place. There's no upstairs. Okay. Interesting outfit. Quidditch. Yeah, at first I thought we were gonna have some event with the Weasleys somehow. Just to look at the animations of the things. Looks tasty. Huh. Yeah, this was a very cozy story for sure. And a great way to start a new year. It would have been a great way to end in the previous year and during Christmas. Oh, they have a picture of a house elf. Huh. So they had one back in the day maybe then. Okay, so that was everything for today. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more content from me, I suggest to subscribe. And I hope we see each other for my next video. Bye guys.